everyone, it is Amber Kivett with Kivett Kinetic Solutions. I am here today by request of Joel to share with you how you can use the Lifepro Fitness whole body vibration platform for the use of detox and for the use of lymphedema control. So if you're interested in trying to use our devices in order to lose weight, then detox is a very important component, because if you have a lot of toxicity in your system, a lot of fluid buildup, it's very hard to lose weight for the purpose of fat loss or for weight loss in general. So if you are wanting to use the platform for the use of weight loss, for detox, or for lymphedema control, I'm going to share with you some nuggets of information in which you can work effectively with the tool in order to achieve the goals that you're trying for. The unit behind me is the Rumble X, so I'm going to demonstrate the treatment that you want to use specifically for detox and lymphedema control on the Rumble X, but you can use any one of the whole body vibration platforms that Lifepro Fitness makes. The only one that I would use caution with, if you don't already have a platform and you're looking to buy a platform, I would use caution with the Rhythm, because the Rhythm is kind of aggressive on a low level, and so if you're wanting it for the purpose of detox or lymphedema control, it can actually put you into a detox overload. So if you already have it, keep it on a very low level and make sure that the speed is very low, because for detox and for lymphedema, less is always better. So what is lymphedema and what does detox mean? So lymphedema is generally referred to as the swelling in our arms and in our legs. What happens is you get a blockage in your lymphatic system because of either damaged or removed lymph nodes. And so when your body produces what we call lymph, which is a clear fluid, that fluid the purpose of that is to remove toxins out of the system. And because our lymphatic system does not have a pumping system of its own, we have to provide opportunities in which our body can detox through natural ways. Typically, our body will detox through the use of our colon, our liver, our kidney, the lymphatic system in general, the lymph nodes, lungs, and through your skin. Your skin is an incredible organ for detox. So that being said, with the heart pumping blood, it has its own pumping system, but our lymph nodes do not have their own pumping system. So that's the beauty of using the whole body vibration platform, is you can use the vibration in order to create a pump for the lymph to actually be mobile. So what I want to share with you are just what is toxicity? Where do we get toxins? Some of those toxins can come from our environment, from auto and from industrial pollution. A lot of toxicity comes from the food we eat, whether it's pesticides used in growing, hormones through animal meat, and it doesn't matter if I live on a cattle farm. We raise pure pasture-fed beef, and so I hear this argument all the time. You might think when you are eliminating meat that you're eliminating toxicity through pesticides and through toxins within the environment. Do not want to get totally political on this right now, but that's not always the case. And same thing, because the USDA has specific labeling patterns for marketing purposes, just because you're buying organically fed animals does not mean that you're not getting toxicity through that meat. So it doesn't matter if you are vegetarian or if you are carnivore, it doesn't matter. You're still going to be entering different toxins through the food system in general, because there's toxins hidden in all of our foods. Even if you're eating whole foods, there's a process in which you are able to pick up different toxins. And the beauty of our body is it has the ability to eliminate that and to process that without even knowing about it. So that being said, though, you can have some different symptoms of too much toxicity in your system. And so these are just a list of conditions, chronic illness, and symptoms that you might experience if you have an overabundance of toxins in your system. Some of those are heart disease, cancer is a big one. And when you have cancer, cancer is toxicity. It is toxic cells that are not functional, that just continue to build and build and build and destruct as they're building. So that being said, if you have been diagnosed recently with cancer and you've not talked to your oncologist yet about using the whole body vibration platform, please make sure and talk with your oncologist first, because we don't want to metastasize those cancer cells and vibration therapy is an easy way to do that. However, if you're going through radiation and chemotherapy, we also want to eliminate those toxins. So a lot of oncologists and a lot of doctors are using right now the whole body vibration platforms in home use with their patients in order to eliminate toxins and lymph that associates with cancer treatments in general. So if you have cancer, check with your oncologist and make sure that you have permission to use it for medical reasons, not for fitness or for other reasons, but for medical reasons, because there's a specific protocol for using the whole body vibration platform for cancer recovery and to eliminate toxicity. When it comes to other conditions, fibromyalgia is a misfiring of the nerve to the pain sensor, to the brain, to the tissue. So if you have fibromyalgia, if you have high blood pressure, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, you're suffering from depression, you feel an onset of fatigue, GERD, which is gastrointestinal distress, irritable bowel syndrome, which is IBS commonly referred to, colitis, headaches are a strong indicator of toxicity in the body, asthma, loss of libido, sex drive, recurring sinus infections. If you are constantly under the weather and feeling sinus infections or colds, then there's a good chance you've got toxicity built up in your system. Degenerative disc disease is actually associated with an excess of toxicity. And osteoporosis, there's a whole other list of things, but those are just the main ones that come to mind. So what happens with detox? Basically what happens is the whole body vibration platform can cause an increase in the stress on the body. So you have to be careful and use caution with how much vibration therapy you apply to your treatments, because an increase in vibration in the system can create more problems with an already compromised immune system. So I want you to make sure when you're using the platform for the purpose of detox or for lymphedema control, err to the side of caution and remember that less is better. Less is always better. So 1 to 3 minutes, I would start in manual mode, or use, if you're using a pre-programmed mode, make sure that you stay on a very low level, because again, 1 to 3 minutes to get started is all you need in order to know if your body is going to respond positively or negatively. If you have a negative response, do not give up on the platform. It means that your body is trying to work to eliminate that stress, and the whole body vibration platform will help in the elimination. So it's all in good doses. So start with a low dose, 1 to 3 minutes. If you have an increase in symptoms, I'm going to share those with you here shortly. Then we're going to go through a process of how to deal with detox overload, which is very common. And then you can get right back on regimen, okay? So let's see here. So when we're looking at how our body goes through a detox process, we have the way that the whole body vibration platform works is we have a rapid firing, involuntary, of the muscle fibers, muscle spindles. And so your body, when you're standing or laying on the platform, involuntarily contracts and relaxes 20 to 50 times per second, which is a crazy ratio when you think about it, because it's impossible for the mind to actually tell your body to do that, like voluntarily. Me telling my body to contract and relax 20 to 50 times per second is kind of overwhelming just thinking about it. But involuntarily, it's on a microscopic level that we will never be able to understand as people who are using the platforms, but it is proven in science. 20 to 50 times per second is how many times your muscles will contract and relax involuntarily at a level that you don't even feel it. And when that happens, it's creating a natural pump. And so again, going back to the beginning, our heart and our blood have a natural pump in itself that pushes blood to different parts of the body. But with our lymph nodes, we have lymph nodes all over our body: neck, chest, armpit, groin, throughout the thighs, all over our body we have lymph nodes. When those lymph nodes are compromised, or when we have them removed because of cancer or because of destructive illness requiring surgery, or if there's damage, then the lymph does not have a way of moving, and the lymphatic system does not have a pump to push that excess fluid everywhere. So that's what the muscles are really good for. The beauty of doing lymphatic treatment using the whole body vibration platform is that you don't have to work hard. So when you're on that platform, I do not want you to do any form of exercise, no resistance training, no rubber bands, I want you to remember to use just the setting, just standing on it. You can even lay on it. I'm going to show you how to do all that here in just a second. But what happens when you are involuntarily contracting, relaxing muscle spindles 20 to 50 times per second? It's creating that pumping sensation. And so it's naturally moving that fluid to the different areas of the body that eliminate. And so our body naturally detoxes itself through elimination between the colon, the liver, the kidneys, the lungs, and the skin. So if your lymphatic system is not up to par and doing what it's supposed to do, your body is going to have to use a different organ in order to push that fluid out. However, if you're dehydrated, you're not eating right, then it's really hard to push that fluid out of your system because it requires excess water in order to push the water that's already stuck. It's stagnant, it's not going anywhere. So if you're going through detox, super important to make sure you're drinking half of your body in ounces. So 200 pounds is your body weight. You're going to make sure that you're drinking 100 ounces of water every day. And what I mean by fluid, I don't mean coffee, tea, soda, carbonated water. I mean straight up water. And if you don't like the taste of water, you're going to have to figure that out. But if you start drinking the amount of ounces of your body in half, so half of your body weight in ounces, 100 ounces for a 200-pound individual, and then you can check your weight above or below that for ounces. Your body's going to be much more efficient in pushing that stagnant, nasty toxicity fluid out of your system because you have fresh fluid to use as a pump, okay? So in doing that, we push the fluid through our system and increase what's referred to as a lymphatic massage. So a lot of people who have some of these other diseases, these other chronic conditions, a lot of pain associated with that, we'll hire a massage therapist, and I do a lot of that type of work professionally. We'll hire a lymphatic massage therapist in order to help push the swelling out of the extremities so that the pressure is no longer on the arteries and the heart, and so the blood pressure, all that is affected. The beauty of the whole body vibration platform, the Rumble X is the one I am showing you in the background. The beauty of having that is that the studies and the science proves that just being on that platform on a very low level creates a natural lymphatic massage without a therapist touching you. So if you like the feel of a massage, that's one thing. But if you're actually wanting the physiological benefits of and the cell health behind using lymphatic massage for clearing excess fluid in your system, the whole body vibration platform has been proven scientifically to do that. That's kind of how that works in a sense. So what are some causes of lymphedema? I want to share those with you real quick, and then I'm going to show you how to use the platform. Nutritional imbalances. So again, if you're eating crap food, or you're in an environment, or you're buying food, even if it's whole foods, and you're getting toxicity, or you're getting bacteria, different things through your eating that you're not aware of, and it happens everywhere. That can create some imbalances. Stress is a big one. If you are in a very stressful environment, whether it's work related or family related, doesn't matter what causes stress, but stress naturally increases the workload on our adrenal glands, which are located with the kidneys. And so if you have an increase in stress, there's a lot of hormone changes that occur with excess stress. And so you want to make sure, if you are dealing with a lot of stress, the whole body vibration platform is really good for helping to manage the side effects of excess stress. And with a high incident of stress comes pain, also comes chronic autoimmune disease. So not saying that the vibration platform can prevent autoimmune disease, because that's not been proven yet, but if you do have a high level of stress, there is a direct scientific correlation between autoimmune disease and stress. So you have to learn how to manage your stress. If you're not able to change factors in stress, then use the vibration platform to release the toxins and to release those natural hormones of dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins, because those will counterbalance the stress hormone response, which is what makes our body repair itself. All right? And then tight clothing. So as you're probably are going to notice here shortly, I wear yoga clothes every single day to work in, because again, I do a lot of massage, I do a lot of sports performance, do sports medicine, and so I wear yoga pants about every day. Naturally, when I pull my yoga pants off in the evening time, I have an accumulation of extra fluid in my ankles because I have compressed those lymph nodes, and those lymph nodes cannot work the way that they're supposed to. So I'm actually pumping fluid in a direction that's not so desirable from wearing tight clothes. So if you have symptoms, sometimes tight clothes can help. The compression actually helps with pressure, helps with pain, but it compresses the lymph nodes, and so that shuts down how the lymphatic response works. So you can counterbalance it with the platform. So what are some signs of excess lymphatic drainage in your system? I'm going to share that with you, and then we're going to get going on the platform. Especially when you're dealing with sinus infections, upper respiratory infections, anything above the chest. You have lymph nodes here in your neckline, especially in children. You can feel those lymph nodes pop up before they start to develop symptoms. And so if you have enlarged lymph nodes, we also have them here in our armpit, we have them in our thighs and in our groin. If you have enlarged lymph nodes, that's a sign that you've got a lot of excess fluid that you need to get rid of somehow. If you are always tired, if you have experienced an increase in bloating or excessive weight, if you are experiencing headaches, if you wake up sore or stiff in the morning, or you're going to bed sore or stiff, or maybe you're working at your desk and you get up sore and stiff quite often throughout the day, there's probably fluid pooling in different areas of your body that needs to be mobile. Repetitive colds and sinus infections, another sign of lymphatic drainage that needs to be eliminated. Probably another big one is acne. If you have acne, or if you have a rash that has developed, or the extreme opposite, you've got itchy, dry skin, or chronic skin problems in general. Our skin is one of our greatest organs for eliminating toxicity, but if your skin's not working, or if you're developing a tremendous amount of acne or a rash, that is a sign that there's something wrong. Infection or excess fluid, and your body is trying to detox, and it's detoxing through the skin, which is where the acne comes from. So use the platform instead, and then clear up the skin. I've had an acne problem in the past, don't have an acne problem anymore. It's kind of nice. So anyhow, well, I'm going to show you what we're going to do, but what you have to be careful of is what we call detox overload. If you have a detox overload using the platform, you're going to have an increase in headaches. You could have an increase in symptoms that you've already experienced before you even use the platform. You can have exhaustion, you can have diarrhea, or the extreme opposite, constipation. There's a variety of different things that you can experience in a not so pleasant way. But again, don't give up on the platform, because your body, if it's already under stress, if it's already compromised with the immune system, you're going to have to get worse before you get better, okay? And so some people, that's what they experience. I can tell you, when I first stood on the platform, my body hurt all over. I thought I'd been hit by a truck, and I was only standing on the platform for 10 minutes on a low level, but my body was full of toxicity. I am 1 year post-operative on a hysterectomy, total hysterectomy. Those chemicals from the drugs, from the anesthesia, those stay in your system for several months. And so one of the reasons why I bought my platform was for the use of recovery after my surgery. And to this day, I attribute a lot of my recovery and my pain relief and how quickly I've recovered from my surgery to the platform. That's the reason why I actually reached out to Joel to buy my platform. So anyhow, if you have an increase in symptoms, or you have a detox overload, back off of the whole body vibration platform for 2 to 3 days and let your body rebound. Make sure you're pushing lots of extra fluid, so you might have to go beyond that half of your body weight in ounces fluid intake. Get extra sleep. Sleep is really important, because that's when our body corrects itself. It's when it fixes and repairs. That's when your growth hormone is released. There's a lot of great things that come from sleep. So if you are sleep deprived and you are not sleeping regularly, you got to get that figured out, because it's causing some of your problems. And then again, you can develop some GI distress. So if that happens, water is going to be, water and electrolytes is a really big one. So some electrolytes, calcium, sodium, potassium, magnesium, those are the big ones. If you are curious on how to intake electrolytes, you can take electrolyte tablets. You can take them in the form of a little powder that you can put in your water with no sweetener. There's a lot of different ways to replace electrolytes, but electrolytes are really important as well for homeostasis and our body's way of balancing itself. The greatest limiting factor on the whole body vibration platform, the Rumblex is what I'm going to show you today. the biggest limiting factor is your own body. So it's not muscle strength or muscle weakness, it is detox. So when you are detoxing on the platform or going through a lymphedema facilitation process, you want to make sure that you're careful with how much you do. So, and it doesn't matter if you are an elite athlete. In fact, if you are an elite level athlete or you are somebody in CrossFit or a weekend warrior, you have to be even more careful because you're already placing so much stress on your system from your workouts, and your body is in a constant state of sympathetic upregulation, that you need to make sure and err to the side of caution. So more is not better when it comes to detoxing or using this for weight loss or for lymphedema control. So 1 to 3 minutes to get started. And if you don't notice any additional complicated symptoms, or if your symptoms don't get worse, and you start to feel better in any small way, so I like to tell people, celebrate the little things. So don't look for the big picture within 48 hours or a week or a month. Celebrate the small little changes that you notice along the way, and appreciate those. And at the same token, if you are on the platform and you notice an increase in discomfort, again, that is a sign of detox overload. So back off the platform just a little bit, but don't give up on the platform. It's there to help you. One of the common symptoms that my clients and myself experience when we're on the platform, whether we're on it for, for weight loss, or whether we're on it for detox or for strength conditioning or balance, there's a lot of different reasons to be on the platform. But we develop a sensation of itching, extreme itching, especially near the glutes, the hips, the back of the shoulders. If you experience itching, that is a histamine response. It's a natural response of our body to fight excess fluid. So if you feel itching, it is a natural histamine response. There's nothing wrong. You're not having an allergic reaction to the whole body vibration platform. But continue on. The itching will go away as you continue to get comfortable and your body gets comfortable with kind of resetting itself. It's kind of you're pushing the reboot button on the software in the brain. And that's the beauty of the platform. So our body is 80% receptive to vibration, and that's why vibration therapy is being used now for so many different reasons. Cancer patients are going through whole body vibration right now to help with detox from radiation and chemo. And so there's some great scientific studies that I have read personally that have benefited cancer patients for the purpose of using the platform. So if you're used to having lymphatic massage therapists working with you, not telling you to stop having those individuals work with you, but you can use this at home and it provides the same benefits. The studies have proven that. So if you don't have access to a lymphatic massage therapist or for medical massage, seek out the whole body vibration. Really, really good. So I think that those are some of the main things I want to share with you. So now I'm going to take you over and kind of show you how to use the platform for lymphedema and for detox, and then we'll go from there. All right. So follow me on over here. So again, I am using the Rumble X, and if you don't already have the Rumble X, I have most of the platforms that I use in my facility. And my clients, this is their favorite. If you don't already have one and you're looking to get one, this is my favorite. So I'm sharing with you, as with a lot of the other devices that Joel gives, it comes with all these different accessories, and it comes with the mat, comes with these cords, resistance bands that loop into the hole on the front. Again, we do not want to use the platform for the purpose of fitness, strengthening, balance control for what I'm sharing with you today. This is for lymphedema and for detox. So you're not going to be using the resistance bands for curling, but you can use them for balance. It'll actually ground you and keep you on the platform more stable. So we'll turn the platform on, and you have the option of using the pre-programmed settings. And so as you can see, as I'm arrowing through here, this is just how the platform's set up on a pre-programmed level. I liked for detoxing and for lymphedema, I like to use the manual mode. And so that's what this mode right here is for. So if you haven't experienced the Rumble X yet, it's 4D, so it has several different features. So let me arrow through here. So this one right here tells us that the platform, it tilts side to side. Okay, and I'm gonna show you how that works. So we're gonna press play, And I'm gonna step back so you can actually see how it's working. So it's just a tilting side to side, okay? There's no vibration coming through the platform. It's just an oscillating side to side, okay? And again, this one, I love this one because we've got the intensity lights. So when you have the green intensity, that's a lower level. The higher the level goes, the colors turn to orange and to red for the most extreme. If you're wanting to increase your intensity, you increase that arrow over here, so you're increasing the speed, and you can just hold down, and now we're into an orange, okay? And it's very quiet, so if I stand on it, you won't hear it at all. You can hear it now because I'm not grounding on it. Okay, so there is moderate intensity. And I'm just demonstrating this for those who don't have a Rumble X that want to see how it works. Okay, now this is super intense. Do not, I repeat, do not do this for toxicity and for lymphedema. This is too much, all right? Start low. So we're gonna push pause here. There we go. All right, so then if we switch through to the vibration, this is just vibration only, okay? And so you can hear it. So as you can see, the platform is not moving. It's just pushing vibration through these different areas on the platform. And you can feel it when you're on here. You can't see my hand vibrate, but it feels pretty good. All right, so then if we pause, and then we go manual mode over here to this one, this means it's gonna go side to side. And this is, my clients love this feature. This is the difference with the Rumble X. So if you have one of the others, the Waver or the Hover or the Rhythm, it does not do this on those devices. That's why they call this the 4D model. So it's shifting side to side. So in other words, we're going this way, okay? So again, that's on a low level. The green lights are on. So if we increase the intensity, you're gonna see this even more. I've got some of my fitness and my elite level athletes like this one on the in the red zone because it just is great for recovery. But we're not doing this today for specifically recovery because recovery can cover a variety of different physiological factors, but today is for detox and lymphedema control specifically. All right, so there's that mode. Then we push pause, and then we can go through and we can work two at the same time. So here's this one. So now we're tilting and we're experiencing vibration at the same time. And that's what that looks like. So next I'm gonna show you all three because this is what my clients really love, is having three at the same time. It's kind of wild. If you're doing this for the purpose of lymphedema control or for detox, make sure if you are close to a wall to hold on to the wall because there's a lot of motion going on here. Takes a lot of balance. And if you don't have balance, make sure you're close to a wall or make sure you grab the rubber bands when you stand on it because the rubber bands will actually make it easier for you to stay on the platform as long as you're not using it for fitness purposes. So I'm gonna stand on here so you can see just how much things are working. And this is on a very low level. Very low. Whoops. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go. So on a very, very low level. And you can see my body is accepting this quite a bit, okay? Now, what I also wanna show you is if you don't want to stand on it, you don't have good balance, you can detox and work lymphedema just by resting your legs up here, okay? So here I am, I'm actually gonna lay back so you can see this, but I'm just laying on the floor and my legs are elevated on the platform. And just doing this right here is mobilizing fluid. And it's still causing my body to contract and relax those muscle spindles involuntarily without me telling my body to do that. So you don't have to be on top of the platform. You can lay on the platform with your legs. You can do a variety of different things. So that's what that looks like when we've got all three on a low level. There's a lot going on here, so make sure and err to the side of caution. So 1 to 3 minutes per session until you know your body can handle it okay. And then from there, and again, so if you want to adjust the minutes, we just adjust the minutes over here. So 1 to 3, okay? And then you can power off. And then I want to show you, it comes with this great remote. This is the coolest feature with the Rumble X. So we have auto mode, and we've got, right now the platform is turned off. If you flip a switch, there's a switch underneath on the back side, then it kills the power completely. But you can leave the power on and turn the machine off. And so that's the beauty of this platform. So we have auto mode, we've got manual mode, we've got an increase in speed, a decrease in speed, and a power button. So we're gonna power on, we're gonna go to manual mode, and you can arrow through. Each time you push the button, it arrows through. Or if you decide you wanna go auto mode, pre-program 1, pre-program 2, pre-program 3. Okay, sounds good, let's start. Okay, and then I've got some clients who really like to be fast. So we can just push and hold the button and it'll increase the intensity and the speed. Okay, and as you can hear, it's very, very quiet. Very quiet. All right, so hopefully you learned something today about lymphedema and detox and what's important for doing that. Again, if you develop a detox overload, you're going to take a few days off from the platform therapy and you're going to hydrate with a lot of water, get more sleep. If you have to soak in an Epsom salt bath, that's really good for detoxing as well. 15 to 20 minutes at a time, and you don't have to take an actual bath. You can just fill your bath full of just a little bit of water with some salts. And that will help to pull that toxicity through the pores of your skin, because again, your skin is a very good detox organ. And I think that covers a lot of information for y'all. If you have questions, make sure and post them on the video below as you're listening through, and I'll be happy to tune in with Joel on the page to see if there's anything that I can do to help you with your questions or advice. But err to the side of caution for lymphedema and for detox. 1 to 3 minutes to get started. If you don't have any trouble with 1 to 3 minutes and you've given yourself 24 hours to experience that, then you can increase your time per treatment, but make sure you are on a low level. So if you're on the Rumble X, stay in the green. If you're on the Waver, the Hover, some of the other platforms, low level 1 for speed, because less is better. If you do too much, then you're just going to create more strain on an already strained system. That's why we have an excess in fluid throughout the body, is because of stress. So make sure that you're careful. And if you have questions, again, seek me out. I'm Amber Kivett with Kivett Kinetic Solutions and with Lifepro Fitness. And thank you so much for watching today. And I hope you enjoy your platform. If you don't already have one, there are several that are available on Joel's Lifepro Fitness website that you can go to, and I have most of his platforms, and they're all really, really good. My clients love them. They are pretty much occupied the whole time that my facility is open. People love them. So helps with pain management. If you're curious about different areas in which you can use the platform for pain management, for weight loss, for hormone regulations, diabetes, a variety of different things, you can tune in to some of the other episodes that I've done on Amazon Live, or reach out to Joel and let him know, hey, we want Amber to tell us about this topic. And I will find the clinical studies and I will do the research to share with you the statistics, and then I'll be happy to show you from my expertise as a medical professional how to use the device at home. All right? Have a great day. Thank you so much. Bye.